Starting. There we are. Hello, Pipe Pals. It's HolySmokeNPipePadre here, trying to be here with my very first live stream. Okay. Now there is like a 20-second delay, so I'm going to go back to my YouTube page and just see. It says live. You are live from Chico, California. Okay. See if anybody gets in here. Stream health. Let's see. The internet. You can totally see. Stop to use your recorder. Okay. All right. So. All right. There I am. There. I'm gonna wave at you. You know. Hopefully it's working there. Sorry about the 3-minute delay, 2.5-minute delay there. So welcome to my live chat. So I just go ahead and start recording, and we'll make a first attempt at a live stream, because I've never done this before. I've been asked by a friend, mostly from my other channel, if I'd be willing to try and figure out how to do a live stream. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, anybody in the chat room? Don't see anybody. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, there's some people here in the chat room. Okay, so I'm going to say hello to Albany Pipe Smoker there. Albany, how you doing? I'm going to assume you're from New York. Graham Wilson. Ritual Wave Back. Okay. And Laban Pfeifen. Guten Tag. See, Lawrence Madeira. Hello back from Rhode Island. All right. Access Gur. Hello from Greek St. George, I guess, here. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at all these people. Vineyardine, welcome, greetings from Irvine, California, I'm assuming. Albany Pipe Smoker, yes. Okay. I'm going to just like say, hi guys. Okay, that's me saying, guys, thanks for saying hi. All right, this is awesome. Okay, so I need to go back to this. This is my basic setup on OBS. This is the Open Broadcaster software. So this is my current monitor, and then you get like a 20-second delay. So great to see you all. So I'm stoked. So first, the housekeeping. We got the Boots Shokan again. It's a calabash. And I'm smoking in it that delicious, that wonderful, exquisite blend of blueberry from Sillems. Just a moment. Ein Moment. Okay. And I'm using my Logitech C930 webcam. Kind of an older piece of technology, but that's what, and I'm using my 2011 iMac. And the problem is that we've had a lot of problems with the internet this morning. So, oh, I think I hear the star of the show, my kitty. Elsie, is that you? There she is. There she is. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get in here. Your fans want to see you. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm back. Well, I hope you're all doing well. Oh, man. And I tell you, the last several months, and I don't need to complain, but yours truly has not been doing so hot. However, my favorite coordinating conjunction. Yes, Elsie, I'll give you some lunch in a little bit, okay? Get an early dinner. The last 36 hours have been amazing. Yeah. You want to say hello to somebody? Okay, here you go. Look. There she is, folks. Elsie the kitty. Yes, this is our 2-year anniversary. Yeah, we've been together now 2 years, right? 2 years. Okay, so she wants some food, of course. Boy, you're a pretty cat. You know that? You're a good old cat. Yeah, you are. Okay, I'm going to let you go now. Okay, all your fans saw you. So see, this live chat, people are getting to see my cat Elsie. Live stream. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Live stream refresh. Oh. Well, it looks like it's still working. Looks like it's still working, folks. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just say thank you for the Elsie compliment. Thank you very much. Okay. All righty. All right. Well, thank you all. Let me go back to my actual monitor so I can see what's going on. Okay. So I thought I'd try this live stream. I've kind of wanted to do this for over a year now, but to be very honest with you, my my tech interests have kind of waned because of the lower back problems I've been experiencing for the last 4 or 5 months. And so, even though I love my tech, I like my Apple products, next month is the big kind of Apple Christmas where everybody gets together and we all celebrate, the new iPhone. Yes, the new iPhone. Like I need a new iPhone. I really like the iPhone 10. I mean, I don't even think I'd really want to get an iPhone 10 Plus. I just don't know if I kind of need that now. The only problem is that it's the new processors and the new cameras that will always kind of suck me in, every time. But that being said, I've wanted to do live chat now. I remember about a year ago trying on my other older iMac. The one that I used to use at Good Shepherd quite a lot. Used to use that one a lot. And with a Logitech camera. And so that little machine is still running, but it's 10 years old. So the problem, and actually it's 11 years old. But the problem is that it's interesting how they kind of calibrate technology. Maybe Richard T could speak to that much more eloquently than I can, but it seems like the newer cutting edge stuff, they try to grandfather in older stuff so people that really would like to give it a try at least have a small chance of getting it to work with some reliability. And speaking of that, let me just go back over here to the chat and just see how things are going. Okay. Graham Wilson, Elsie love kitty. Okay, thank you. Yep. Thanks, Graham. All right. So I can't, the way this works is there are two programs that run simultaneously to get you online, live. And one is this thing called Open Broadcast Source or System or whatever. But anyway, OBS, that's what they call it. So that's kind of the magic behind YouTube. You know, YouTube doesn't just automatically, you know, let you stream. You have to interface it with this encoder. I guess that's what it is. I guess it's a broadcast encoder. Yeah. So it's kind of amazing, you know. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So anyway, I did an earlier live stream on my other channel because, again, somebody had asked me if I was interested in trying this. And at first I tried it, like I said, a year ago. And I didn't know about this OBS software that you need to have running congruently with the YouTube software. So couldn't get it to work. I tried it for maybe 3 or 4 hours, and I said, you know what? I got other things to do. So anyway, after playing with it yesterday, all of a sudden I said, well, all right, I'll give it the old college try. And now the reason why, I guess I am feeling more up to kind of doing troubleshooting and technical stuff. You know, now for some of you people, this is a walk in the park. This is no big deal. It's not rocket science. I know that. But like I said earlier, and I said this on the other live stream, so I'll just go ahead and give you more of the Reader's Digest version because most of you have kind of been in the know about my ailments a little bit more than others. But yeah, the lower back has just been absolutely in a lot of really a lot of bad pain. And I will maybe try to explain what I think was going on. But I should say that last Sunday, and not a lot of people know this, I couldn't even stand up Sunday morning. The pain was so bad. I had to use my arms to lift myself. In fact, that's the way it's been almost for the last 4 months at least, since I had the first attack. I've had 2 attacks, and I think, and again, I can't prove this with any real hard science, but it sure seems to be there's a correlation, and that is I went and got a shingles vaccine 4.5, 5 months ago, and that's when the first lower back attack occurred and got progressively worse to where I couldn't stand, and again, this horrible lower back pain with huge spasms, and then it kind of gradually over the course of months, and I would go see a chiropractor and some other physical therapists, and it kind of got a little better, but I still was having a hard time bending over, you know, standing up and sitting down without using my hands. I've been having to use my hands to push myself, hoist myself up, and then break my fall gently into a chair, any kind of chair. And it's just been absolutely painful. I couldn't genuflect. I couldn't really even bend or bow. So Friday morning was the same way. But yet something happened yesterday morning early. I don't know what happened. But thanks be to God, somebody's been praying for me. A whole bunch of people have been praying for me. And I'm able to almost, I still have a little bit of soreness, but it's not the crippling soreness, you know. And it, you know, it's like I'm almost back to normal. It's like, oh man, this is great. So, you know, and I'm not taking, and another thing too, which I'm really excited about, I'm not taking any more analgesics, you know, like ibuprofen and aspirin and Tylenol. I was taking those things like candy sometimes 3 times a day. The doctor actually even told me, well, you could actually even take a little bit more if you really needed it, because it's, you know, that's within the safe limits. And I'm thinking, man, my stomach is so, you know, feeble right now. I don't want to do that. So anyway, but I wanted to get on here, make a little video. Let me see who's in the chat. I'm so happy here. Okay. Okay, so we have some people. Have I said hi to everybody? I think I've said hi to most people that showed up today. Uh, yeah, I think I've said hello to basically all the people again. Oh, Pipe Grump. Hello, Pipe Grump. Didn't see you there. Um, and Graham Wilson says he's here with his 9 cats, and we adore, I guess, my kitty Elsie. Well, thank you. That's very sweet. Let me go back to my main window here. So, so one of the things that I wanted to share, and also in a kind of a, it's a little bit of a sadness that I have to share this news, but one of our wonderful pipe presenters and one of our members of our YouTube pipe community, Grizzly Mouse Bear Tomas, passed away, I was told last week, by his wife Anya. So Anya, again, I did remember Tomas at a very special Mass on Friday for the repose of his soul, and may God bless him. Tomas was one of the kind of the people who I was always amazed that would, you know, had probably been there for years, always had a little comment. Very positive most all the time. There were times he would say, I like it more when you talk more about pipes and less about politics, and that's cool, that's fine. But he was never rude or anything. But he really, every now and then when I would do more of my kind of my, shall we say, creative type of pipe videos with more special effects and corniness and a little bit more fun, he was really strong to encourage that. Boy, he really enjoyed that kind of a video and like to see more videos like that. So so there you have it. But we wanted to say a fond farewell to Tomas. Sometimes I kept calling him Michael. I don't know why I called him Michael, but he was always gentle enough to say, no, it's Tomas. Okay, got it. Grizzly Mouse Bear. So we remember him with great fondness, and may his soul rest in peace. God bless him, and also his family, his wife Anya, and his other friends who mourn his passing. So God bless Tomas. Let's see here. I don't know about this live streaming. Again, I'll go back to the chat for just a second to see if anybody else joined us or are saying hi. Okay. See, Tom Sawyer at work, just stopping by to say hello and God bless Padre. Thank you, Tom Sawyer Pipe. Jim Rich had to reboot, sorry. Glad the back is better. Thank you so much. Pipe Puffer UK, greetings from Scotland. Right, lad. Yes, Pipe Puffer UK. That couldn't be Bruno, could it? No, Bruno's in Portugal, or was. But from Scotland. Right, lad. I'm actually flying my St. Andrew's flag outside. I love it. Okay, so back to, there we go. So I got to be honest with you all. This is obviously new territory, and I don't know if I'll ever do another one of these. But I wanted to say that it's kind of a little bit like magic. Not 100% sure how it even works. I just kind of click a couple of menu settings, and then I kind of start this basic OBS program. Once it kicks in, then the YouTube signal, I guess, says, "Oh yeah, you're online now," and then they kind of take over, and then you can look at chat and you can look at your 20-second delayed video. I don't know anybody else doing this, and okay, I'm using an older computer. This is a 2011 iMac. I have a fairly okay internet. The internet, though, Comcast has been down twice today. It just all of a sudden just stops. For example, let me say, Alexa, play KXPR Sacramento. See if that'll work.
Capital Public Radio music from TuneIn.
So we'll see if that works.
Support from St. Joseph's Medical Center's orthopedic.
Don't know if you'll hear the background music this time, but if you do, I don't know. Also, I think that this is recording, so those that don't actually see the live broadcast, they can see this later as just a regular video. So there you go. And now you have something to look forward to. Well, it's been a kind of a nice day today. Feeling a whole lot better, as most people can probably tell. Enjoying a pipe. This is probably the first time I've enjoyed a pipe in about 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm just trying different things. This might work a little bit better. I'm trying not to get feedback from the microphone. So, but anyway, so there you have it, live pipe video chat. This is it's fun. I did the 360 videos, and even Tomas, I remember not too long ago, kind of said he didn't care for the 360 videos that much. He said, I like it just when you do the straight, regular video, and it's because he said he felt that it was too busy. And I had a couple other people in the comments even say, yeah, I kind of don't like that 360 because it's confusing. And I said, okay. But guess what? I see a little checkbox in here in YouTube. It says, do you have a 360 cam? Now, although I do, I don't know if they actually are USB where you can plug them in and they do live streaming. In fact, I don't think the Samsung Gear 360 does live streaming, so you're lucky. So anyway, we've been struggling with forest fires here in Northern California. In fact, today is probably one of the most clearest days we've had for the last almost 2 weeks. It's almost been like its own weather system where the smoke has made such an inversion layer that even though we were predicted to have like 112 days, truly 114, because of that layer, it just never, it got hot, it got warm, got muggy, but it never got up to 112 or 114, thanks be to God. So anyway, it was what it was, but the air quality has been terrible. So I think all of us are looking forward to the fall rains. Hopefully they'll be here soon and at least wash out some of this dust and ash, and it's really bad for you. So maybe in some ways having the bad back was maybe a godsend, because I'd be out there running and doing all sorts of crazy walking and stuff like that, and it wouldn't be good for me, I know that. So anyway, gosh, I don't know what more I can say. I feel like I'm a loss for words. Let me go back over here and see if there's anybody in chat who've said anything I want to respond to. Pauline Munson, greeting from Naples, Florida. Oh, greetings from Paul. Paul, thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up. Smoking my Ashton with Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain. Yes, Blue Mountain. Oh, so good. I haven't had that in a long time. I have a tin of that, but I just don't want to open it up yet. I'm being very parsimonious. And I just don't want to, I'm being a cheapskate. I don't want to open it up yet. So I got a lot of other good tins that I'm enjoying at present. Okay, so thanks for that, Paul. And thank you for joining us today. Okay, I was going to talk about, this is what I was going to talk about, and then I will close this video. But I wanted to talk about something that is kind of interesting about a recent decision made by Pope Francis. That's what I was going to do with this video. Let me dry this out a little bit. So we always know you got to have a pipe cleaner right there at your old elbow there, because this is getting a little bit damp. Yeah. Oh well, that's life. That's life in the fast lane. Okay. All right, good old spigot connection there. This is again a Butchoucan, BC, British Columbia. That's an honor of Richard. I think he's a British Columbian guy. Okay, so I want to talk about this little interesting thing by Pope Francis about the death penalty. And I even told a dear friend of mine that if they check this video, I'd be kind of curious to know what they think. Got a little hair there. So some people kind of think that maybe the Pope is changing a radical teaching of the faith. And actually, I would tend to say that's not accurate. Now, there are some people that do believe that we need to have, the system of justice in place, and the death penalty has been a part of that justice system. And again, for deterrence and for, you take a life, you're going to lose a life, And for a long time, a lot of people have felt that that is just, okay? But if you go to the Catechism, and I don't have it right now online, or one of the cool things about this broadcasting software is once you really get really proficient at it, you can have multiple camera views and you can have different texts. I mean, I guess it's like a little broadcast studio here for yourself. Anyway, but I don't have a graphic and I don't have the text that I could show you, but I have read it recently. I think it's in the section on human life, I think it is 266 or 267. Anyway, but it says that the church recognized the state as a legitimate authority to, in the case of egregious crime, again, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but I'm trying to get the essence of it, that the state had the authority to employ the death penalty. However, well, let's go. I'll go back to this in just a moment. But I want to make it very clear that technically, the Catholic Church has never made the death penalty like an article of the faith. Like you must believe in the death penalty. I think that needs to be said because later I think it has a little bit more of a ramification there. So it's never been, the Church has never promoted, let's say, it says you must believe in capital punishment. The Church has never, ever taught that. But what it has taught is that it looked upon the state as being a legitimate authority to employ the death penalty in certain egregious crimes. So in other words, if this evil person was so evil, was so bad, that he could potentially wreak havoc on more and more people without being, terminated, his life ended, then they said, perhaps, perhaps that person could be a candidate for capital punishment. But then it goes on to say that such cases are indeed almost non-existent. That's what I think Pope John Paul II said. So again, if somebody said, does the Catholic Church ever promote, as an article of the faith that a person had to, accept and believe in capital punishment, well, that I don't think is true. I think that's inaccurate. But here's where I think it gets interesting. I think, and this is where I'm trying to bring this to, I think where it makes sense. Okay, Catholics do not. Okay, so does the state have the right to put somebody to death? Now, for a long time, the Church kind of said, yeah, they have that authority. But isn't it interesting that the Church does not recognize the authority of the state when it comes to, say, something like divorce? And again, if you're a Catholic, you know what I'm talking about. So I was thinking, well, divorce, and of course, the ability to employ capital punishment, those are both life issues. But if the church doesn't recognize